England nil, Ghana nil. What a frustrating game. What a frustrating result. What a boring game, to be honest. Ghana were just fine with just sitting in for 90 minutes, just sitting there. Carlos Queiroz heritage. The whole plan was just to block the centre of the pitch, protect the box with them 7-foot giants at the back, force England wide to Madueke and Gordon, who could do absolutely nothing 1v1. Ghana made 39 clearances in this game, 22 tackles, 8 interceptions, 6 blocks. This is a proper Burnley-type masterclass, Getafe, Bordales-type masterclass. Shout out the two fullbacks, Mensah and Sanaya. They were absolutely outstanding. I mean, they're up against two bums, but they were actually good. The rapist in midfield, I'm not going to lie, it was quite good, but I'm not going to give him any credit because, yeah, you know, Opoku in centre-back was very calm. The guy next to him, I think his name Ajete, he was very chaotic, but he threw himself at everything, like legit anything and everything. Ghana did not outplay England, but they controlled the game, I would say. I would say that they were in charge. They knew where the ball was going. They were clearing the ball. They were in charge. England had so much possession, but it was so safe. If you talk about circulation, about everything you should not do, passing slowly, doing nothing, all the possession was so harmless. Possession only actually matters if you move the opponent out of shape. I thought Elliot Anderson was very poor. He should have gotten the ball way more. 66 passes in the game when Ezri Konsa was having 116, Gehi 126. Ghana was so comfy with England, especially the first 3 minutes when I saw Konsa to Gehi, Gehi to Konsa, Konsa to James. Just no attacks actually happening, man. England needed so much more quicker switches. I mean, Gehi done a couple good switches out to Madueke for 1v1s, but obviously nothing happens. More third man runs. Do you know who's actually been really good at this? The USA, with Weston McKennie making runs in behind, with that third man run in behind. And we needed way more players receiving between the lines. Sorry to Cole Palmer, sorry to Phil Foden. I mean, this is probably, what's the word? Massive placebo effect, honestly. Too many attacks just was centre back, full back, winger, cross, nothing happens, clearance, and just repeat. And that is not good enough against a disciplined low block, especially against a Carlos Queiroz team. He is disciplined in this. Same with Hern Rivard, whatever that guy's name is. You know, the French guy that's always coaching teams. England only really became urgent way late in the game, and that was not good enough. The big thing to me that I was just noticing while watching the game was Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham were so disconnected. That is the biggest red flag, I think, of all the game. Because Kane only had 19 touches in 90 minutes. I don't think you understand. Kane had 19 touches. This is the guy for Bayern Munich who drops deep, switches the ball, and does everything. Bellingham had 40 touches and no real goal threat. If those two are not connected, England lose the central threat. Those guys are the centre of the pitch. They need to be absolutely outstanding for England to actually do something. Jude Bellingham wasn't arriving in enough dangerous scoring opportunities. I've seen him for Real Madrid get so many goals, arriving late in the box, doing stuff. Instead, he starts to get frustrated, starts beefing with every single manager, and that is not what you need, Jude. Then England became reliant on just wide crosses, rebounds, set pieces, and then it gets better sides. If they do a deep block against us, that can become a serious issue because we need some guys who are going to unlock the game. Another thing, Reece James looked like England's best route. I know no one's saying that online, but Reece James, a lot of England's best moments actually came from wide areas. Reece James looked like clearest attacking platform. I have seen Trent Alexander-Arnold for how many years for Liverpool actually unlock the deep block. I know Reece James is not that same quality, but you know the guy who's standing outside the block can put in a cross. Elliot Anderson actually can do that as well. He got a really good cross. I remember against Man United putting a couple good crosses in. But Bukayo Saka obviously improved stuff when he gets on the ball. It's just so much more quality than Noni Madueke. Noni can actually run at people. Obviously, he's good against tired legs. He can get to the byline. He can put in a half-decent cross. Okay. Nico O'Reilly gave England that late box arrival. You know, he's like 7'4", so he's going to arrive in the box. He nearly scored as well. Good header, and then Harry Kane. Just get your penalty misses and open goal misses out early in the group stages. We don't want that against France in the quarterfinals like last time. The issue is the subs kind of happened pretty late. Saka came on pretty late and he has to take a while to actually get into the game. O'Reilly came on. I don't even know why Jed Spence actually played. He needs to play against someone who's really good with his left foot, coming inside to his left foot because he's a really good lockdown defender. Nico O'Reilly should start every single other games because he's just going to be cosplaying as a striker for the full game. Anyways, England probably create better chances before the game becomes desperate if these guys actually come on way before, what was it, like 70th minute or something like that. Anyways, don't panic, but don't ignore the warning signs. We're not going to play that many teams who are going to form a deep block, just do nothing, hope for the counter-attack with Semenyo. Big teams have ugly international tournament games. Argentina lost their first game. Spain just drew 0-0 against, what was it, that keeper who had 10 million followers. Portugal had a 1-1 the first game, then they won 5-0 in their second games. Other teams have had awkward games too. It happens. Obviously, it happens. Germany had a stinker of a game against Ivory Coast that got a last-minute winner. Sometimes stuff like this just happens. International football is not club football. It is not There is no rhythm in the games. There is no chemistry. Underdogs are obviously going to defend like mad. I don't blame them. They haven't got the quality to step up to bloody Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Real Madrid players, you know. But the warning is real. If England go behind in a knockout game, other teams will sit back like Ghana just done to us today. And England need to learn how to solve load blocks very fast, because that was atrocious. Honestly, that was just atrocious. We need earlier tempo. We need better central combinations. Oh my word. Oh my word. I'm just thinking about this game all over again. The final verdict is this was a frustrating draw. Exactly how their game plan worked out. Ghana done absolutely outstanding. That is a 8 out of 10. They could have had a penalty, by the way. Konza, I don't trust you. Just be better next time. Be better next time. I don't trust you, and we're just going to ignore that for now. It is not a disaster, obviously, but it is a clear tactical warning for a future game state. Do not go 1-0 down, England. Do not go 1-0 down ever. You have to go 1-0 up in every single game you go against. Ghana deserve credit for their defensive job. Obviously, outstanding fullbacks, centre-backs, congratulations. Yarenki, by the way, wow, very good midfielder there. England should have still won, especially with the late chances. O'Reilly hit the bar. Kane, we're just going to ignore that as well. But the lesson is so clear from England. Dominance is not enough if your best attackers are not getting the ball in dangerous areas. If guys like Gordon and Madueke are getting the ball 100 times doing nothing with it, and Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are not the ones who are messing up, then that is an issue. You need the best players on the pitch getting the mistakes. I don't know if you saw, but Ronaldo versus Nigeria before the tournament, Ronaldo was the one missing chances. That is good. You don't want the chances to be falling to bloody Pedro Neto or something. You want the chances to be falling to the best players and then they mistake it, because then you can say, okay, that was a bad game. In good news, against Panama, England should be fine. But they need to start faster and kill the game before another low block just starts believing, starts growing into the game. That should be an early goal within the first 15 minutes, 1-0. And then the rest of the game is just a bit of a good vibe. All the fans in the crowd are singing their songs. Also, I've had a thought. Why the hell is Dan Burn there? If he's not going to be the pro for set pieces, I had a feeling in my head. Imagine we took off Gahey or something, because he was not going to score a header. If we took off Gahey and we put on Dan Burn for headers. I saw him score at Wembley against Liverpool in the cup final. We needed height. The set pieces, by the way, 9 set pieces. Declan Rice, I feel like they could have been better. Or maybe they could have been attacked better. But like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you for Panama.